You like Josh, because I'm kind of surprised. A lot of the guys in this locker room have never been to Philadelphia, don't know a lot about Philly.
Yeah.
I know you're from New York, but when you hear Philly, what's your reaction?
I don't have much experience going there myself. I don't know if I've actually experienced the city itself. I have some family that live nearby, but I don't know much about Philly, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I say the Philadelphia Eagles, what's your reaction?
Crazy fan base. Philly fans in general, I'm familiar with. So I've been over there to like 76ers games and things like that. So I know it gets crazy. I know it's a passionate fan base.
Who is your NBA team?
The Knicks. The Knicks fan. Yeah.
The Knicks.
Yeah. The Knicks. Yeah.
The Knicks.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. For you guys going into Philly, knowing Doug's history with them, does that create any sort of little extra, storyline, yes, but incentive for you guys, knowing that, he had his past there, wanting to win one for him going back to Philly? Is that even something you guys are talking about?
Nah, not much. I mean, it's a storyline and it's cool. We know the history. It's not something we talk about much, to be honest, in the locker room. But we talked about it going into the game, like, oh, we're going back to Philly, and we know the history.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything about that Super Bowl run that he went on with the Eagles?
I remember watching the game. Other than that, though, I just remember Coach Peterson's name being like a big part of the whole process, and they kind of pulled it like nobody expected them to win it. So yeah.
Offensively for the Eagles, obviously Jalen Hurts is a little bit different than the three quarterbacks you have faced so far. What's going to be the biggest challenge in stopping him?
Just studying the film, putting myself in position to not be guessing what he's going to do, understand that he's a dual threat quarterback and what that comes with. So I think big preparation week. Yeah.
The wide receiver core that they have, those three, who stands out to you?
I think that they all do, honestly, because they take a lot of deep shots down the field and they make plays on the ball. I was just watching last week's game against the Redskins. They took some great shots and made some great plays on the ball, going up at high points. So it's a great week for me, Rayshawn, to play deep and make plays on the ball, hopefully.
All three teams you've faced have all had a pretty, like a marquee tight end, but I think Dallas Goedert's probably the biggest name that you guys have faced so far. How does having a tight end who's so involved in the pass-catching game, how does that affect the defensive game plan on your part?
It just makes you account for one more body, and then on top of that, it's somebody that could do both, run and pass. So it just adds, it's like just having like a hybrid. So that's how I would describe it. So we got to account for him in a run and pass game, and it's a matchup issue. It could be maybe on a linebacker or corner. So you want to make sure that you got your best guys covering a guy like that.
I asked Josh this for you guys, and I know you're going to say I can't pick one, but what are you more proud of? This team being number one in run defense in the league, or number one in turnover margin?
Turnovers.
Yeah.
I know for me, because that's what I could more point to for a safety. So turnover, being number one in turnover, that's big. I didn't know we were number one right now, and it's definitely a credit to all the guys on the team and the staff.
Rayshawn said that last year he felt like there was such a focus on we have to make turnovers, and maybe that's why you guys only had 9 last year. You're already up to 8. Is that all it is? It's just you guys aren't even thinking about it and it's just happening?
Yeah, I always say we have the personnel to do it, so it's like when it doesn't happen, something wrong mentally, you know what I mean? So for guys to not be attacking the ball the way that we should. So I think we've been putting it on film in practice and then watching it, and it becomes your reality, and it happens on game day.